Welcome to Obscure Depths MLB Preview, the Philadelphia Phillies. I am picking the Phillies fourth in this division. Yes, I'm picking them behind the Mets. Why? I just don't think they're durable anymore. This team is old and they are experienced, but nobody on this team can stay healthy. The rotation, Roy Halladay, Cliff Lee, let's face it, they're past their peak years. They're not going to have career years anymore. That's just how it is. Cole Hamels, he is a little dinged up right now. He's probably going to be the ace of this staff. But going forward, if this team starts to get like 10, 15 games under 500, you look for Roy and maybe Cliff Lee to be traded. This team is obviously in somewhat of a rebuilding process. I know that might sound a little weird to some people, somewhat controversial, but you know what? This team just does not have it. This is not the team that went to the playoffs those straight seasons anymore. They just do not have it. Let's go around the infield. Ryan Howard, we know what he can do. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark. But look at that batting average throughout his career. It is just not going up. It is going slowly down, and he's just not getting the production. He hit 14 home runs last year. I don't think I said 28. I'm sorry. Yes, he had 14 home runs in limited time last year. He's going to hit more this year, but you know what? If he doesn't stay healthy, who knows? Chase Utley, another person that has just been dinged up all year long. He played half the season last year. If he puts it together, he could be pretty good. But if he doesn't, this is going to be another struggling year for him. He could be on the DL a lot. Jimmy Rollins had somewhat of a resurgence last year. 23 home runs, 30 stolen bases. Hit about 250. I like to see his batting average get up there a little bit, but you can't dispute those home run and steal numbers, especially at his age. He is certainly the leader and the callus of this team. He has been relatively healthy throughout his career, so I look for him to still be the leader of this team. Big weapon at third base. They got Michael Young after 12 years in Texas. Michael Young's gone to third base. Michael Young is a quality professional hitter. I hate that term, but he's a quality professional hitter. He's not hitting too many home runs at this point in his career, but he's still a quality hitter. He's been very durable throughout his career, so I like to see him to be a mainstay in this lineup and produce. But they might have to call on him a lot. Dominic Brown, they're going to give Dominic Brown the shot in left field. John Mayberry's right there knocking on the doorstep behind him, so Brown is going to have to prove that he belongs in the major leagues. Otherwise, Mayberry's going to be in there very fast. Ben Revere in center field. This kid impressed me a whole lot last year with a very bad Twins team. He just came out and hit great. He stole bases. He was up and down at the start of the year, up and down in the minors, and he just kept his head down and kept working and kept moving. And now he was traded to Philadelphia. It's going to be a change of a senior for him. It might be a little bit of an adjustment, but I think you're going to see some good things from this kid. He is super, super fast. Doesn't have the greatest outfield arm, but you know what? His bat is going to make up for that. I think he could end up hitting leadoff for this team and making a big difference. If not hitting leadoff, maybe they want to start him like hitting eighth, build up his confidence a little bit. But I think he's going to be the leadoff hitter at some point in time of the year. J-Roll might have to slide down to second or fifth. Even putting Revere after J-Roll is not a bad idea now that I think about it. Delman Young. Philadelphia went out and signed Delman Young to a very nice contract. This guy's a nice clutch hitter. He's obviously had his problems throughout his career, mainly personal, but he's a good player. They got a great deal on him. I expect him to do good things there, but I think this team to make this team move, Utley and Howard really have to stay healthy. I'm still, like I said, I'm not going to hold off. I'm still picking up fourth in the division. I'm not crazy about this team. They're going to have I mean, they certainly have the potential to win this division, I think, but I think they're going to finish fourth. I think the Mets are going to slide right ahead of them. Papelbon, great closer. Again, he's one of those guys whose best years are probably behind him. They did ring in Mike Adams, who's a quality setup man. Anthony Bastardo is also in the bullpen. He's been a guy who's been a very good strikeout pitcher in the last couple of years. So I look for him to still be a quality in the bullpen. We've mentioned Lee and Halliday and Hamels. They also have Kyle Kendrick, John Lannon too, and Tyler Cloyd. I kind of like this young Tyler Cloyd kid. He doesn't have awesome stuff, but he's got quality, like third of the rotation, middle of the rotation type of stuff. So I think he's going to be a decent pitcher for this team in the future. Eric Kratz behind the plates. They also got Carlos Ruiz. I don't expect a whole lot offensively from these two guys. Ruiz did hit 325 last year, which is pretty amazing, but I think that's probably his best bet. He is starting the year with the 25-game suspension. You wonder what that's going to do to him throughout this year. He's certainly not going to produce the numbers that he produced last year. It was a nice little story last year, but now he has the suspension lingering over his head, so who knows what that's going to end up like. This has been Obscure Depths MLB Preview. Philadelphia Phillies, again, are picking them fourth in the division. Sorry, Philly fans.